Hello Vikings, welcome back to Stationeers. Jumping straight in, where we left off with tidying the base up. Dipping the sun's going down now. I do like the way this lights up. So yeah, we're back in tidying the base up. So in the last episode we created this little room here. We haven't plumbed this in yet or wired this small charger up, but we'll get round to that. What we're going to be doing in this episode is let's get the second solar array up, have a chat about a few things, and start moving forward, see how much we get done. Try to keep this episode down to half an hour. So I did some mining and we have got loads of stuff. Loads of gold, loads of coal, loads of silicone and loads of iron. Let's fire this all up. Hopefully this is all still working. As I'll tell you what I did do off camera. I went round and did all the rewiring that needed to do. So what that means is, well, this is all the wire. Stacks and stacks of it that came out of the old existing systems. It's hard to believe that we actually use so much. The only... oh, well, they all lit up, so it must still be working. The only system that's still on basic wire now is this room, because there's nothing really running off in this room apart from that door, this stacker, and I think that is it. And maybe some lights once we put lights up, and we might have a few consoles in here displaying some information, but we're not going to need a high lot of wiring here. So this is now on a medium transformer, the whole arc furnace set up, and that means the downstairs room is also on is part of that whole group. And I've noticed since I've done that, there is no stuttering, so that is a bonus. Let's just quickly go chuck this in here. I need to decide what colour we want these to be. I do want to create some advanced ones of these as well. And then what we did upstairs was we did some tidying up here. So as you can see, we've got our consoles switched back on because now they are fully running. Again, this is switched over to a medium transformer, and all the wires been replaced with heavy cable, which was an absolute nightmare to do. So I'm glad I did that off camera. Same as this, I stripped this all back down and put another medium transformer on, so it's on its own one. I decided to go with 2 electrolyzers here to try and speed up the building up of fuel, which works quite well. And then over here I added a little light, so every time, remember in the streams I was struggling to figure out how like whether I was still flushing the furnace or whatnot, so I just put a little light in there that comes on, and it comes on green to let me know, hey, you're actually flushing the furnace, which is always handy. So I think 2 of these is going to actually boost this fuel up quicker. And when we move on to the advanced furnace, which is going to be somewhere over here, I'm actually going to try doing an actual fuel mix, so off of oxygen and volatile, so we won't have to use this and draw so much power. So we're going to be setting up a second array first, just because I am going through. Let's have a quick look, shall we? A stupid amount of coal. Yeah, we're about to start firing that generator up soon, and see, even though I've put more coal through the system just now, we're down to there already. So that is, I mean, there's 1 in there, 1 stack, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not a lot of stacks. That's no good to us, really. And we are using up quite a bit of power, as you can see. So we need to come up with a second array. For that, we're going to need some heavy cable. We're going to need some small cable, actually. To run think we have enough heavy cable. We'll soon find out. Actually, just split this in half. Put that on there. We'll make some more actually. In here, I've sort of did stuff that we're going to use. Network analyzer, configuration cards, just to create some more inventory space. I've been chucking the handheld tablet in there when we don't need it, which we don't need now, to be fair. So go in, go sit in there. Let's grab some food. And get printing. I actually want to do some more. What we can do, I want to do some more actual alloys. So I did a whole load of Lavio. We did some smelting of steel. I did that off camera as well, but we'll do some alloy smelting, different alloy smelting now, because we've got loads of steel now. Copper and gold. We're probably going to need some more gold at some point, but we're going to want 10 of these. We're going to put 10 new ones out. What else have we still got here? Still got plenty of stuff to sort out, but we are definitely getting there. And what we can start with, let's get some water on the go. Ah, talking of gold, we have gold right there. We'll do a stack of 500. Start stacking it up as it's coming out. Got plenty to smelt. And we've got plenty down here. We've got another stack of 300 steel there. We've got silver, nickel, lead. So we've got enough to actually start creating some alloys. So I just want to get the 10 solar panels built, and then we'll just start printing a load of heavy cable, and we'll go in the interim. We will go make some. What's that? The first 5. We're going to make some more. So I mean, Invol we're alright for the moment. We definitely need some more Electrum and some more solder. I want to make some more Constantan as well, maybe. So it's basically Electrum and solder we need more of. So how many is that down here now? 2. That's the third. We are going to want some solder, which is going to be iron and lead, and then we're going to want some Electrum, which is gold and silver. We could do that. And how many we got over here now? So that's going to be the last one. And then we could do some more cable. Never have too much cable. We're going to need, quite a few things, I think. Because I don't think we're going to need that much cable. Definitely going to need heavy. We're going to need steel frames. At least 10, and sheets we're going to need at least 10, and then we're going to need a whole load of plastic, and walls we're going to need at least, I think, for a row of 10 we're going to need 32. We're going to need some more walls printed. So while that's doing heavy cable for a sec, let's go up and make some. Let's see, what did we want? Electrum, silver, and gold. Excuse me. Got 100 silver, so let's crank this down to 100. And we'll break that gold up to 100. Fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna go smelt that, and then it was solder we needed, which was lead and iron, I believe. I'll chuck this here for a sec. We're gonna need iron and lead. Oh, put these in. Tell you what, we'll do 100 of each of those, shall we? Put that excess iron there. Now we'll do 100 of that, and so that should be iron, lead. Yep, perfect. And we'll just put this back up. All the way back up to 500. Chuck this back in. And that could go back down there. And we can also get this gold stacked. And this one gives us now a stack 300, so we've got 2 stacks 300 gold there. Right, so this I've been having a little play around with, and I think I've roughly figured out how to do what I want to do. So we've got some fuel on standby. We are going to go for, I think Electrum's the better one to go for, so we need between 300 and, doesn't matter, we just need to keep the pressure low. I think the other one is more definitive, more, yeah, requires a lower temperature, which is fine, so we could do that towards the end. Oh, where did I put? No, don't start them games. So that is iron and lead. We don't want that. We want gold and silver first, and that is, temperature's fine, just up to 2.4 megapascals. So if we pump in there, say 100 kPa, oh, that's jumped up massively, but it'll work. Fire you up. So we need to get that down to 2.4, which is not a problem. Don't ask me why I'm doing that. We'll put that on. Start sucking that out. Okay, so getting the temperature down is going to be the vital part to this. And I don't think I've quite figured out how to get temperature down yet. So we're going to be experimenting with this for the solder, because we need, the highest temperature it could be is 276, which is coming down with ingots in there, which is good. And this should now produce electrum. Perfect. Have a load of that. There we go. So now all I can hope is, well, we'll see if let's see what the pressure can come down to. It has to remain at 1 megapascal with a temperature of 276. How are we going to get that down? That's the problem. That temperature needs to come down quite a bit. And I'm not quite sure how to do that. Because I don't want to pump any pressure out the room. I don't think having this open is going to release. No. We try chucking these in. See if it brings the temperature down. Don't think it's gonna bring it down enough. No, see, it's already dropped the pressure way too much. Although the temperature has come down. I might be able to put some of this back in. Be able to get it up. Processing, stuck on processing 1, I don't know why. Okay, because the temperature's come right down now. Not good. Alright, let's pump some of this in. There you go. Okay, so that's brought the temperature back up, which is no good to us. See if we can get some of this out. It's not going to work. Okay. It's good to know. Alright, we're just going to have to cycle that off then. And we'll come back to that in a second. Once that's finished doing what it does. We've got 1 megapixel of fuel left. Megapixel. We should have enough cable printed now. Just need to get some still frames printed and... No, not still frames. Still walls. Oh, and I have actually figured out. I've been having a little look through. And I think I mentioned in one of my comments, let's see, kit wall. About how do you find out? Oh, sorry, knocking the mic there. How do you find out what recipes needed? For instance, excuse me. Trying to figure out how to say this now. I watched a video basically of this guy who managed to have a like a console up here, and when he picked, say for instance this, it would show on the console still, and then it had an LED display next to it, and it would say it needs 1 still. If it needed multiple ingredients, it would cycle through those ingredients at the same time. It would cycle through how many it was missing for you to create it, and then obviously also his system, he could dictate how many he actually wanted created of that particular thing, which I thought was pretty cool. So I was like, how do you get that done? Well, if you go down here, there's actually this down here, and the regions, this will allow you to, so if you just click on stuff like this, so this is all the logic stuff. So if you just click on here, regions, so the total number of regions recorded by this device. But if you go down to recipe hash, current hash of the recipe the device is set to produce. So that is how you'd be able to find out what ingredients you needed to be able to make that. So I started having a look through a few other things. I found out some pretty... I haven't been through everything, but for instance, what I was going to do in my power room, if you take the LED display, the medium one, which I've got in there, which displays the percentage, you can change the colour. And the colour are here, so it helps you out understanding what you need to set the colour to. So I thought, oh, that's cool, because then what I can have is I can have red, means it's like at really low. Then orange, a bit like a traffic light system, when it's ticking down, and green when it's A-OK. So I thought, oh, that's a cool system. So I'm going to have a look through a lot more items now, just to see how that logic's going to come into effect and work. And let's just store some more cable up here. Shouldn't need more than that. Probably will end up needing more. I'm going to steal these steel frames because why not? I think over here, as I said, we had enough sheets. Yep. What I'm going to do is just chuck this electrum into the system now. Where it needs to be. How many we got over here now? We got 9. How many walls did I say I needed? I reckon I need 32. I had some already, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that should be enough of that. And then we'll go down and put the second array in. And see how much this actually changes our power consumption. So let's go down now, network analyzer, happy days, we'll take that down there in our hand. I'm going to be lazy and go round because I can, just because where I haven't got that set up properly yet, it takes a little while to cycle, and I don't want to be doing that, not right this minute anyway. Oh, I still have to dig this up, don't I? Don't I have to pull this one up? I think I have to pull this one up. I think I still need to pull this cable up. Yeah, because this is not connected to anything. Right, so this one I was going to do... I'll tell you what, we can do it just off of here. I know it's going to be blocking that one. However, it shouldn't block it too much. So we're going to go 10 out. So 1. Oh, we'll start there. 1. Is that where it starts? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we are going to weld this up. I should have brought the mining drill with me just to clean this up. But hey ho, is what it is. Right. We're going to place our panels down. I need to bring glass with me. That's why I didn't bring glass. We'll get this all hooked up, then we'll bring the glass. Oh, nope. There's our first mistake. Cool. Right, we're getting somewhere. Oh, we need a lot of glass. Let's go see how much glass we actually need to print. Look at that. That lights up pretty damn well. What we're going to need to do is run that network cable over as well. So we can let's tear some of this out of the way. And we can let's just put you there for a second. And we'll splice in under here, shall we? We'll go under on this one. And we'll come up and continue along. Okay. Let's put this back. And then we'll just run this. As a data cable along. Oh. Wish there was a way of just clicking and dragging. So just hold it and just keep the mouse steady and just run all the way along. That would be pretty cool. Well, looks like I did bring enough. They're all coming alive now. I'm going to need to bring, that's what I forgot to bring down with me, plastic as well. So I need to go back for plastic and glass. But let's get this run out first. I'm going to try and get this done while the sun's still up, so when I plug it in, switch it on, we can see the power difference. So now I can start getting an idea of, am I going to need to build more? Probably at least another one. But this episode is just more a case of giving you an insight of how I'm doing it. And to have a little chat. A little bit of random chat. A little bit of alloys. A little bit of base cleaning. I did warn you it was coming up. We needed to get done. This is stuff that we need to do in order to move on to the fun stuff, like building rockets. So we are going to need to run this off of here, there. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to need hook that up in a sec. Let's get these all facing the right way. So I think it's minus 90. Nope. 90 this way then. Oh. And 100. Get these all done. Frantically clicking. And now they're really kicking in. So they are going to be blocking each other a little bit when the sun's actually at the either horizon. But when it's directly overhead, they're not really going to be bothering each other. So quickly get them penned in. Yep, I'm going back to the base in a sec anyway. we need at least then, if it's 32 of these, it's going to be 32 glass plus the 10 for the solar panels. So we're going to need 40. $42 glass. Base is really starting to take some shape now. Okay, so let's go. And of course I've got to go all the way up now and around because I's been stupid. Oh, you're going to probably be wondering where the rover went, and I did stick it in a hole, but it didn't survive. So shagged 1 has been officially shagged. So we're going to replace it, but we're also going to build a little monument for it as well. You'll see. You will see. Right, how much glass have I got? 21. So we're going to need some more glass. We're not going to need any more heavy cable. Oh, no, I've got heavy cable. That's fine. Just glass. Just glass, which we should have plenty of silicone for. Glass sheets. And we need 42 of those. We're going to need plastic as well, before I forget. And we'll take this. Take this. Right, while we're waiting for that to print off, excuse me, let's do some more stacking. Tell you what, let's get that silicone sorted first. So the iron's going to go back into stacks of 150. What's this set to? 500, yeah. Okay, so that's going to go over to the printers. And let's change this back down to 150. For when we do smelting. When we decide, hey, we want to make some more steel. And then we got all the iron we need. I've got 100 in there, I've got a spare 50 up there. Perfect. Wonderful. Right, this system can be switched off now. Happy days. You can come with me, because we're going to need you. Always needing silicone. Oh, I really do like this room now. Right, that looks like a full stack of glass. That prints really quick. Okay then. Don't need that. Oh sheet. Okay. So what we could do, we'll leave this one here. And we'll put this up here. And we'll take that. And that. And let's go this way now. Shut the doors. Cancel depress. Should pressurize straight back up. I didn't grab any water, but we should be alright while we're briefly out there. Come on. Pressurizing external. Right, there we go. Where's the sun? Directly overhead. We're almost. We still need to sort this out. It's been there for how long now? And like I said, I'm leaving that there. That's a reminder. Okay, get you up. Get you up. Get you up. Come on. Right, let's have a quick look at this before we actually lose the daylight. So we are currently on our network we are pulling in, can't be right, potential of 5 kilowatts. Okay, it's not going to tell us what's actually getting pulled out of the system, but we're producing 5 kilowatts. Okay, so now what are we producing? 8.98. So we'll remember that number, 8.98. So when we go back inside the base, we'll have a look in our power room and see what we're actually pulling, shall we? Right. I don't want to miss any on these like I have done previously, so we're going to go around and do all of the plastic first. I mean, I'm not too badly in a rush. I mean, I've set the automatic coal generator up for, you know, the efforts of making sure I never do run out of power. But it would be nice to not have to go through so much coal and just let it stack up over time. That would be nice. Okay, let's just, oh no, let's do that one. Okay, now we just it's all been done. As my light just died. My light died. The portable light died. Okay, that is fully encased. Perfect. What else have we got out here? Still got the welding torch out here. Still got a few bits. We are going to have to pull this stuff in at some point. Yes, we'll go get some fluid. So we were looking at 8.9 kilowatts, weren't we? Being pulled in. Let's just go up and we'll have a look now what we're actually pulling. Happy days. Get some water. See what we're putting in here. We're up to 72%. We've burnt through some more coal to obviously get that up. So we are actually so actually required is 5.35. So really, I mean, it spikes. Not sure why it's spiking, but even when it spikes to 8, I think even with it spiking there, we should be able to get a good enough charge throughout the day. Obviously we're not using everything at the moment. The arc furnaces are not fired up. There isn't lights in every room yet. There isn't atmospherics running in every room. So who actually knows? Let's get some light on the situation. So it could be the case that we look at can't even see it down there now. Look at getting another array up at some point. But for now we can take that off the board. Because it's solved. I don't think I mentioned this at the start of the episode, but yeah, we've got some. I've changed the things to do a little bit. So we got IC code in the printer room. We've still got plenty to do in there, so I'm just going to leave that up there as a constant reminder. Actually, let's see what we can put up there. Just sprung to my head because looking at all this cable, we're never really going to need all of it again. So recycling basement. So we're going to have to set up the centrifuge and the recycler as well. Obviously need to pressurize the base. We need to look at automated rockets and automated mining. So mining on the actual planet itself, and then we're going to look at sending rockets out to mine for us. And over this side we got advanced airlock stairs. That was something I believe Tony wanted to look at. It was Tony. When I went over the advanced airlock downstairs, we were sort of discussing how that would work and look on the stairs. So we could have a play around with that just to see how I would set that up. Advanced furnace with automation, which is something we definitely need to get onto if we're going to go towards rockets. And then this little system is just going to make sure that furnace boots out the ingot once it's ready. So yeah, so that's what I want to change over there. That thing there, I want to be able to change its color. Which actually, maybe we'll have a look at that. Yeah, because I haven't got the chip over here. We'll have a look at that in maybe the next episode. To start of it, we'll just look at changing that color, setting up 3 different colors for it, so it stays green when it's above 80%. Between 30 and 80%, have it as amber, or between 30 and 70, and then when it drops to 30 and below, have it as red. So we know we're running out of power. Which would make sense, I think. And that's how I'm going to do it. And only that, it gives us an option to play with that bit of code, which I haven't touched before. So the base is getting tidier. It's coming along. There's still stuff hidden all over the place, which I'm perfectly fine with for now. I do really like this room, and this room has a lot more potential. I might do a little bit off camera of just getting this room ready for expansion. Oh, look at that. That works out pretty well. Yeah. Let's see, actually. I'm guessing we'll be able to get these back out. Nope. Oh, why did I do that? I should have left them in there. What was that? That was lead. I should have left them in there, guys. Okay, that's going to have to go through the recycler then. Whoopsie. Let's just see, actually, to get solder. Before we go, I know the episode's dragging on now. We are looking for a temperature of 276. So maybe if I just put in, say, that much, fire you up. Wow, that temperature spikes. That temperature spikes like crazy. I mean, we've got the pressure exactly where we want it, but it's the temperature issue. That is a big problem. That temperature issue. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Definitely going to have more of a play with that. Yeah, to figure that out. Right, these can go down here, because all this needs to be recycled at some point. And we're building up a nice collection in here. Okay, so hopefully you've liked that episode. Some more base tidying up. We are going to head back to IC coding pretty soon at some point. There's just a lot of stuff that I just need to get cleared up and sorted so the base works properly. I.e. make sure we've got enough power, so I'm not constantly worrying about how much coal we got to run the backup generator. And yeah, get ready to put lights in, pressurizing the base, just making it feel nice and homely, so we can take our suit off and sit back and do some coding. So, as always, guys, please leave those likes. comment away. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's anything you want to see up here, and I'll put it up there and we can work towards it. As always, take care guys, and I'll see you soon.